Davey, second place confirmed, but must be delighted with the performance and the levels of everything this evening.
Yeah, I think 5-0, but I still think we could have had a wee bit more control in the game at times, but great first half. I thought the first half the boys were fantastic.
Arguably our best 45 this season?
Maybe. I think we've started some games really, really well. But maybe not quite got the execution in the final third. So I thought we started the game really well, got some good goals and we got in at half time. And then I thought, boys like Danny and Gowser, they managed the game. So the game plan slightly changes, they sit off it a wee bit and then we kind of hit them on the transition, hit them on the counters and try and say come and play through us. And I thought we got some really good chances by doing that in terms of nicking the ball when they're trying to play into the mid-third. So I thought the back four managed the game really well. Second half, first half, great performance, front foot, bang, getting after it, some good goals. Second half, some good goals, some great opportunities, and we managed the game.
It was kind of chance after chance. I think Ayr had their first shot on target in the 92nd minute, which shows the kind of level of domination we had.
Yeah. To be fair to Scott, I think he was missing a couple of players tonight, so I think his squad's quite light, and when you're missing two of your better players, the game's always going to be difficult. But I think us as a group, I think we've grew month on month, week on week type thing. We're a new group it's a new group of players, and I think you can now see that kind of continuity. So all the months of coaching, all the months of hard work, it's paying off for the players, and I think you can see that with them. And I thought tonight, there's nobody, I think the subs had a good impact in the game. There's nobody out there you could probably say, they all had a good game. They all had a good game, and their levels of performances, that's credit to them as a group. It's credit to the players.
Does add a wee bit of pressure on Falkirk, as much as it is still in their hands, but we could only do our job tonight, really, couldn't we?
I've no, even throughout the season, I've just said focus on us. Focus on the next game, focus on the next game. So we had to manage the game a wee bit tonight in terms of Jamie and Robbie Muirhead. Fans are probably going to be taking them off for, but two of them are kind of sitting quite tight on yellow cards, so we need to manage them the next two games because the playoffs are absolutely huge. We need to make sure we're going into the playoffs with a really, really strong squad. So manage the games in terms of substitutions. Done the two subs. Took two, were probably better performers off as well. I thought the two of them were having a really good game. I thought Robbie was doing brilliant through the middle, and Jamie just gives you that energy, that enthusiasm, that tenacity going forward and defensively. And then the three subs that went on late on, I thought they had a real impact in the game. So I thought the squad overall tonight were really, really good.
We do have a couple of weeks, almost to an extent, meaningless.
Stop that. No chance.
But do we get to now kind of rest a wee bit and kind of recover?
Yeah, but I remember the last time we were in a similar position, go to Tannadice, had to rest a couple of players, and Ryan Hardy was in my ear. I want to play.
So is it find that balance then of continuing to play and consistency?
Where I'm going with it, you're going, well, there's going to be have to, some players are going to have to play. You can't manage the whole group. So, on you go, Ryan. He does his Achilles, he gets right down the back, he was out for 9 months. The last 5 minutes at Tannadice. But so it's important that you're trying to manage the group, but it's important that the players that are going to be in the playoffs, you're no resting them too much as well. But Jamie and Robbie Muirhead are two that are kind of walking that suspension, but they're going to have to play. But we'll need to manage it. And hopefully it's going to open up where we can get some game time into the boys that have. There's a really good group here, right? But there's probably boys sitting on the bench that game time's been limited, but their game time's been limited because of how the squad's been. We've lost 5 league games all season, and 3 of them are back to back. So when you put it into perspective, we've not lost a lot of games, and that's credit to the players, it's credit to the group, but it's made it really difficult for the boys that are in the squad to actually break into the team. So hopefully we can utilise that a wee bit better. But I know for a fact there's 5 or 6 I'll go, do you want me to? And they'll say no. But I'll probably take that decision out of their hands and I'll make these changes. But secured second place, made the playoffs a little bit easier in terms of the fixtures, and secured a substantial financial benefit for the football club. So that's massive for me, that's huge for me. So it's huge for the people at the club. It's been a tough 4 or 5 seasons, but definitely this season it's been tough, and people like John Ward have had to put their hands in their own pockets to kind of make sure we get to the end of the season. That's credit to John McAvoy, Dave Black, and Dave's here on a daily basis, and John Ward for kind of making sure we're in this position. So to bring a wee bit more money into the club for guys like that, I think it's I'm delighted for them. I'm delighted for them.
Quick word on Hamilton, who play next week. They obviously got some tricky news kind of yesterday. What's your initial thoughts towards that?
I don't know the ins and outs of it. I know the people at Hamilton, I know the players at Hamilton. We've got Stephen Bradley, Jackson Longridge, so I still talk to players. We Charlie Telfer, there's some good people at that football club, so disappointed for them. I don't know the ins and outs, but I'm disappointed for them as a group. I'm going to go to the game tomorrow. Horrible way to be finding yourself at the bottom of the table, but listen, just focus on the next game. Focus on the next game, which is Hamilton. I'll go to the game tomorrow. It's not a nice position to see any club, is it? It's not a nice position. See if you get relegated through performances.
Just not been.
You take it in return, but anyway, I don't know enough. I don't know enough about the ins and outs of it, but it's just I thought it was. I don't know, but massively harsh decision in terms of the points deduction. But
especially
again,
this time of the season.
Again, I don't know the detail, so it's all right me saying that, but I really don't know.
Fair enough. No worries. Thanks for your time.